Welcome to the Share Chair podcast, where we tell each other's stories and learn from listening. Well, first of all, Farah, welcome to the Share Chair podcast.
Thank you.
And Corinne, thanks for joining me in the hosting. So, Farah, do you live here in Delft?
No, I live in The Hague.
Oh, yeah.
It's very close to Delft.
So what is your journey to school every day?
Well,
then?
first, I said I lived in The Hague, but I recently moved to Rijswijk.
Okay.
Rijswijk is close to the highway, but I don't have a car, so I have to take the bus first. And then I'm at the Hollandspoor, and I take there the tram to Delft.
To Delft,
Yeah.
yeah. And now you're in this school, which is like after your high school?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like college.
This is college.
This is
Yes.
college.
Okay, so could you, so you went to high school through age 16 or
Yes.
17 or
Age
so?
16.
It's 16. And then are here.
Yes.
But you're here for a few years?
Well, it depends on what kind of course you're following.
And
or-
your level as well.
Yes, because we are following the level 3 secretary course, and it takes 2 years before you get your diploma.
So you could go to like university.
And well, how about you, Farah? What are your own goals and your own, what do you hope to do?
Well, I want to do something with human resources. Like, I want to be in an office. That is my perfect thing for me. 9-to-5 job, that would be nice for me. Well, I always wanted to be like something dental assistant-ish, but then I'm kind of a Barbie girl. I like long hair, makeup, acrylic nails, and you can't have that when you're a dental assistant. You have to take the nails off. Hair will be in a ponytail, but in the office I can be a Barbie girl, and that is important to me though.
Well, tell me why.
Well, it's a part of me, and if I have to let that part go, then I won't be happy anymore. I look good, I feel good, and sometimes I go at a house without makeup, and I'm alright with that. But if I want to put on makeup, I want to be able to put on makeup without following these rules.
Yeah. And has that been the case since you were little girl, or?
Yes, I've always been a girly girl.
And what are some of your favorite things to do? What do you love to do so you say the office, you get to be who you are inside of an office. That's your work.
Yeah.
But when you're having just the best fun, what is it that you're doing?
Well, I'm
Eating McDonald's.
I'm kind of a lonely girl. I sit at home every day. I don't hang out a lot, actually. Well,
Is that okay with you?
That is okay with me, because when I was younger, like from 13 to 16, I went to a club every weekend, and now I don't do that. I have some health issues, so I stay home just because of that.
Oh, and what are those? What's going on?
I have high blood pressure and hartklop. My heart beats very fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this a problem? Is this going to be a problem, or is it you just have to pay attention to it, or?
Well, sometimes I just wake up with it, but when I go to clubs and like things that were very noisy and things like that, I can feel that I'm getting ill.
And then what happens?
I feel
when you
dizzy.
You
Sometimes
feel like
I
you're
get
gonna pass out.
Yeah, that, or I get a headache, or I have to throw up.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So for kids your age, if you're hanging out at home, you got the cats around, but are you on your? your phone's here. Are you on your phone a lot? You
Yeah, I'm on my
texting friends and.
Yes.
And what else? What are like really great, apps? This is going to be a stupid question, so sorry. But do you use Is Instagram
apps?
global? Is
Yeah.
Instagram global,
Yes,
or is
yes.
that okay?
I don't have
It's a trend
Instagram.
here. It's
though.
a trend here. There's a lot of Instagram models here as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's global, and
Yeah.
is like
Snapchat
Snapchat's
as well.
global.
Snapchat.
So
And we
that's
use WhatsApp.
and yeah. So what is So describe WhatsApp, because I don't think many Americans use it unless they have European friends.
WhatsApp is like texting, but with Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Or you can use it without connection, but then you have to
Pay for it.
pay for data.
Yeah.
Then like I can text someone from America, but I have to have his number
Yeah.
and I have to have a Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be expensive.
But
Yeah.
calls too and all of that.
Calls through
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, and you
yes,
can
but-
video call as well.
Yeah,
So you've been here how long in this school? How long have you been?
4 years.
Already 4.
Yeah, I
so are
already
you
have-
almost done?
Yeah, but I did a health course, Zorg.
Health course.
Yeah, health course. I got my diploma. Then I did level 2 course, got my diploma, and now I'm
Oh.
doing level 3, and I'm working on that diploma as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
like-
is that because then you decided not to do those jobs that you kept going, or
Yeah,
what?
I didn't want to do the health course anymore. It's not my thing.
What would that have pushed you? What kind of a job would that have
Like
pushed
the,
you
more
into?
the economics and the administration is more my thing.
Oh, is more your thing.
Yeah.
But the health jobs would have been like the dental
Yes.
assistant or something like that. So, yeah. And then, and all of this is like decided when your journey is sort of chosen at a young age from your primary schools. Is that at least to start, and then you can make choices after that. Is that how it is?
Well, when you're in high school, usually you actually don't think about it. But when
Yeah.
you're in your last year, you have to make all these type of decisions when it comes down what type of course you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But, I was 16. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Some
Yeah.
people don't know what they want to be.
Yeah. So then
And
they
you have to
move-
make a really big decision at a young age.
But then you're finding, Farah and Corinne, that you can change that, or then get a new diploma,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
Like what I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there, do you? I hope this isn't. I hope this isn't too private. You pay to go here to this
Yeah.
school. You pay to go. So
until
this is your college.
Yeah.
Yep.
Until the age of 18, you have to pay.
Pay.
Under the age of 18, it's free.
Yeah.
Oh, under the age
Like,
of 18.
there
Okay.
are kids in our class, they're 17, 16 or 17. They don't pay.
They don't pay yet,
But when you're 18, you have to pay 1,300
Yeah.
euro a year. You see in the American movies, when you're like a very good basketball player or something, you get a
Scholarship.
Yeah, scholarship. Yeah.
So everything is paid, but you have to keep your grades high as well, I think.
Yeah.
True. That's true.
We don't have that here.
No, we don't.
If the grades are okay, you don't get any money for that.
Nope, nope.
No.
Is there some scholarship though to help if you not for grades I guess, but if you needed it, like if you came from a poor family or something, is there help or support? Or?
Well, I
There's
know-
something called studiefinanciering.
Yes, they. If you still live at home, you will. The state will help you pay your
School or
for
like
school.
books.
Yes.
Okay.
But it depends on because they will look at the salary of your parents. Like my mother has her own company,
Yeah.
so I get 80 euros a month.
Okay.
Like, but with someone who doesn't have a company or
Yeah.
anything similar like that, they will get 300 to 400 euros a month.
Oh, if you were to give somebody listening advice on how to live and how to be and anything like that, what would you say? What's your own experience tell you?
Well, I would probably just say, just do you. Don't depend on others because at the end of the day, you're just alone.
Yeah.
And I know because I've been through all of that. Yeah, I know what it feels like to be alone and take care of my own things. Just do it yourself. And it's nice if friends and family help you, but I know what it's like if you don't have that type of support. Yeah, I would just say that.
Yeah. Thanks, Farah.
You're welcome.
How is German going?
Good.
Well, before we get too far, Victoria, I know we don't have long, but you asked the question. You started.
So, Victoria, tell us something about yourself. Where do you live? Why are you in this course?
And what is course?
Opleiding.
Oh, yeah. So I live in the Netherlands for 12 years now.
Oh,
And I have chosen that course because since I was little, I liked to do secretary stuff. Even
Okay.
playing on the table like I was a secretary. And then later I was just following my dream.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing here.
Oh, good for
and I
you.
really love it.
You do love it.
Yes.
Okay. And where did you grow up? If you've only been in the Netherlands.
In Poland.
In
That's-
Poland.
Yeah, where I come from.
You were old enough to. I mean, you have memories of Poland.
Of course I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
How was that move? You were 11 when
Yeah,
you
I was
moved.
11. That's right.
How was that move?
I liked it, and it was my own decision. Even
Oh.
that, yeah, I was 11 years old, but it was up to me if I was going or not.
How is that? Yeah, I want to understand that. How
Yeah,
did you get to decide at such a young age?
Well, my mother and father were working here,
Hmm.
and they wanted to
In the
take,
Netherlands?
Yeah, in the Netherlands.
Okay.
And they wanted to take my brother to the Netherlands.
Hmm.
And I was like, if my brother is going with my parents, so I want to go too.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, packing my stuff. And I said to my grandma, when mom and dad will come, can I go with them to the Netherlands?
Yeah.
And yeah, she didn't know what to say, but she called my mother, and then they were talking. And it was at my birthday that I came here to Holland.
Wow. Quite a birthday
Present.
present.
Yeah. That I
Did-
have self-chosen.
Yeah, so because you would have stayed maybe with your grandmother then
In Poland.
in
and,
Poland. And now 11 years later, no, 12 years later, are you happy with the decision from when
Yes,
you were
actually, I am.
11?
The only thing that I miss in Poland is my family and
Of course.
the
Of course.
most my grandma. Because she was like a mother to me, and now I'm here without her, but I'm visiting Poland like 4 times a year.
What is it that you love about your grandmother?
Well, yeah, she's like my mother. I don't know. I was also living with her when I was 6 years old. Then I was in a 0 class, or
Okay.
and yeah, she was like my mother.
Yeah, she took care of you and
Yeah, she took care of me, right?
yeah.
And when you came here, how did you adapt with the Dutch? Did you understand it real fast, or
No,
did
I
it take
couldn't.
time?
It took a lot of time before I understood anything.
Yeah.
Do they only speak Polish in Poland?
Yes, but I was also learning Dutch and no, not Dutch, German and English in classes.
When you were little, you were learning those languages as well, but and then you come here. I think I've heard of like a Tal school.
Yeah,
school
here.
Here.
That's it.
Did you do that?
Yes.
And how? So first of all, can you explain what a Tal school is? Because I think people maybe don't know.
Yeah, you're learning the language by listening to the teacher or some CD, and then you have a lot of questions on a list, and then you have to choose one of the answers
Yeah.
that you're hearing
Yeah.
from the CD.
Okay.
And then later you were looking at that with your teacher,
Yeah.
and that was a way to learn the language.
And that's really how you had to do it then.
Yes, and also write things and looking to some pictures and then describe them.
So it is
Or-
to learn the language.
Yes.
Really, that's what the Tal school does. And then are you in that for a year, or do you
Yeah,
have
it
to have a
was
certain level
1
of
year and a half.
proficiency? 1 year and a half. I know we're losing our room here really soon, and so I just want to end with this. I'm sorry that it was so short, but I want to end with this. If you could say something to any listener, anyone, what would you want to say? What piece of advice about how to live or how to be would you like to give?
Follow your dreams, I would say.
Yes, and you've done
And
that.
live. Yes, that's what I'm doing, and I really like it. I feel good at the place where I am right now, and I advise to all people to do the same.
Very nice.
Very
Thank you so much, Victoria.
You're welcome.
Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for next week's episode.